What's going on, Internet Monkey Chow here? This is the gaming couch. Pull on up, sit on down. It's game time, and folks, I got a confession to make to you. I play some games behind the scenes that I don't always film. This is one of them. One of those ones that just I get stuck in. This is called Godslayer Arena. Kick-ass soundtrack, metal baby. And look, you're just gonna have to see. This is what happens when you mix up an ARPG, but make it completely idle and do an auto battler with it. Auto battler is so much fun. Here, look, I will show you. We're gonna select my friend here. We're gonna go into the easy of easy just to show you how this works. We're gonna hit fight. In this game, we are presented with our hero the Berserker. We have to build synergies up there at the top. You see them up there. We have to build synergies, and all of them, just like an auto battler, you can put them all together and you can have matches, and the more matches you have, the stronger they get. We are trying to go, if you look at that upper right hand corner, we're trying to go for 25 missions. Once we get through 25 missions, we beat a run. That's the whole idea behind this game, but it's a how do you build it type deal. This go round, we're going to go Twilight. I haven't done Twilight before, so we're going to do Twilight. This is going to give me a summon staff. This summon staff has a passive that all my buffs will generate 2% more mana. Mana has to be generated in order to cast each one of these. And it's going to actively summon an enchanted staff because reasons. That's what's going to happen, and that's what the enchanted staff looks like. You have to slot them in the bottom. They are going to go from left to right as we go. So if I put it in here and I hit enter the battle, I do nothing. Hands off. Now, that's normally weird. I love ARPGs. I cannot explain to you why this is cool. If you notice down at the bottom, I've got a refill mechanism. It keeps refilling and going, and I've got spells shooting everywhere. Pew, 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 pew. And shooting off and knocking through them. There's 2 enemies left, and I made it. So you've gotten through the first board out of 25. From here, the goal is you have to pick up cards. You can only reserve 9 of them. So 9 cards. Every 3, put it together like an auto battler, and then you refresh to get another. So in this particular case, since I want to go Twilight, I'm going to go ahead and pick up the staff. I'm going to refresh. And because I don't have any more Twilight, I got to pick something else up. I want to put something in that spell place. So we can either do the bear form, and I can shapeshift into a bear and dash at him and beat the hell out of him. Yeah, consider that done. That's what we're doing. I'm going to turn into a bear. Now, I have a choice. I can either let the spells come out, because this has refill 2, so it's going to bring 3 summon staffs out, then I turn into a bear and hit them, or I can turn into a bear and then let the summon spells come out. I think let's turn into a bear first. Here we go. Yep, I'm a bear. I turned into a bear. And again, I'm going to run around and I roll as a bear and I smash through people. That is awesome. Now, all of the levels, they are randomly generated. All the enemies that come out of it, completely randomly generated, go through. The levels you go through are generated randomly too. So there's a lot of mashup in this game that's going to be pretty cool. Alright, so I could go Summoner. I really don't want to. I want to go Twilight. Because Twilight, if you come over here, those are the ones I'm trying to get for Twilight. Or Shapeshifter. So, this is going to be one of those cases where I skip. I don't necessarily want anything on here. But, you never know what you can get later, so I'm going to pick up this Eye of Spring. I'm going to refresh. And now I have a choice. If I grab this before I grab the bear, watch what happens. Ba-ting! It turns into something new. So now I'm going to take this Eye of Spring. Notice that this is active. It gains 30 armor score for 6 seconds. And enemies are deflected in hexes. Now, if I right-click on any of these, it will tell you what all these wonderful, wonderful words mean. Hexes and, you know, things on the ground that are damaging for enemies, things like that. But I don't have time for that. I just want to go shoot them. Get them. Go, bear. So, bear is going in. I am holding pretty well from a health perspective, so that's kind of cool. So we're gonna roll through, we're gonna beat up all these enemies. Oh, we are pounding through them. Now, those dudes that have a little skull on them, they have the same thing you would have in any other ARPG. They have things with elites, they have things with bosses and mini bosses. all that stuff becomes a thing. As well as, ta-da, loot. Once you do a certain number of stages, you get to select an item. This item is going to upgrade your entire build for your entire run. So I have 3 choices here. I can do when combat ends, I will get a random tier 1 spell. But it does give me resonance if I have a full. And all tier 1 spells will get 8 martial, which is basically attack damage, spell damage to it. This counts as having an additional Varia spell, which I am... No, I'm not doing that. Whenever you level up, permanently gain 20 Hex deflection score. 3 shop. Ooh, that one's actually tough. You know what? Let's do the Dragon Stash. That looks good. Now, something I've been learning as I've been playing this game, to your top level, which is up here, your top level is 8. 8 is your max. That is the biggest build you can build in this game. If you don't focus on getting experience, you ain't getting the 8. It's that simple. But that does mean you do not get as many spells during each one of these levels. So you're sacrificing getting the upgrades until later levels. So I'm going to start getting some experience because just stuff that I've learned while I played this. And I'm going to get the bear. I think we upgrade the bear. I know that's going to leave 1 spell slot open. I think we upgrade the bear. Let's do it. Now, notice, if I overdo this, you're going to notice now that it goes even better, more armor, more seconds out than it was before. Let's go. Get him! And it's just going to keep moving between each one. Knock him out, baby. I'm still holding pretty well. I've got enough armor. I've got enough health. He's knocking him down. We're on stage 4. Come on, baby. Go, 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 go. Get him. Get him. There's only 10 enemies left. Shoot him. Knock him down. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And look at the damage. If you look at that in the upper right-hand corner there, you can see I'm already doing a heck of a lot of damage. Oof. Oof. You know what? I'm taking the refreshes this time because we need more spells. So I have to think about what spells do I want to put in this place. I can start going at Arvidia, even though I didn't get the 1 piece. That gives me resonance. What does this do? This does active launch 2 projectiles towards your target, dealing them. You know what? I'm going to hold it for the time being, and I'm going to put it in just so that we have something. All right, and that's what I'm looking for. We are going Twilight, baby. Whenever a Twilight spell's cast, do it. What do we have here? Step into an alternate dimension. I like this. Dealing area damage. Teleport to a random enemy at Bamf. Bamf. That's what I'm hearing. Bamf. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this out. Actually, no, that's probably better, isn't it? Does 33 damage. This just gains armor. Yeah, let's take this one out. Put it in. We'll have those. Refresh. So what do we got now? So we have the bear, and we've got those. So we're going to keep on going. We're going to get those even higher. That's what I like seeing. Let's do it. And new Twilight. There we go. So we now have summon a great sword. I like this. So it's summon 1 great sword, correct? That's going to go. Let's take this out. That's going to go in the front. Summon a great sword, turn into a bear, then give myself all those, then bamf around the battlefield. Go! And every 5 levels is a mini-boss. I now have to fight the mini-boss and go through. That great sword is amazing. Get him! And I want to show you all in the upper left-hand corner here. If you notice that the more Twilight I have, just like any other auto-battler, is going to give me more things. These give me more spell power per enchant. Well, that was quick. I didn't even notice that I beat the mini-boss. So now I can get gems. Yes, there's even more customization for your runs. So I can see here, you can put a gem on each one of your spells. In specific here, I can do an add cast or auto cast. Gain 15 evasion. I like that. And cast normal cast, consume 5 nearest corpses. I'm not doing corpses. Spell that share a trait with this spell. Gain 25 spell power. Ooh, I like that. Let's do Kindred. And now comes the fun. Every 5 levels, you go to a new world, for lack of a better term. New arena, as they call it. These will come with different modifiers with them. The red ones stay for every 5 levels. They will stack. You need to pay attention to what they are, because they will definitely affect your build. The other ones that come with it will not stay for your every single run, every 5 runs. But they are for the next 5 that I've got. So I need to look in here and see that I will have 25% reduced attack power, which is not as bad as what the rest of them could be. This one will give martial powers have reduced spell power, and I won't evade as much. Believe it or not, that's not that bad. I could re-roll it using this currency that you see up here in the upper right called Fate Weaver. I'm going to save it. There are worse things than that in this game. So now it's going to generate a whole new area, completely randomly generated. Now I've got some kind of dark area, I guess. We'll go with it. And I'm definitely getting the experience so that I level up. All right, let's put this Kindred on... What needs spell power? What would be pretty good? I think if I put the spell power on these guys, they'll do more damage because they're my summons that come out. We're going to go with that. And what are these? These are wards. I have nothing that has a ward. What would that do? Unearth 4 corpses. That would start the corpse runs. I don't want a corpse run right now. So I'm actually going to skip this. I don't need them. We're going to skip them. We're going to look and see what else we get. We also have a Harbinger. That's not too bad. La 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 la. We don't need it. What is this? Spirit. What's that? Strike in a small area, dealing damage to nearby enemies. I guess I could do that. If I don't get anything else, this will at least give me a little bit of spirit. And as I say that, I get something brand new. Here is another Twilight. This is summon... Oh, I already got that. Summon a great sword. So let's go ahead and get those so I can try to level it up. And I get anything else I want? Nope. Come on, baby. What we got? So if I get one more great sword... Oh, this is a tough one. Alright. What I need to do is I need to grab another one of these so that I can try to get that leveled up in the next go round. So here we go. So notice, looks completely different. It's in the dark now. All in the dark. We're fighting all new enemies. Look at them. They're these like weird shadow creatures that we're fighting. And I go, the swords and the slashes. Actually, I kind of like that slash. It goes all the way around them. And it's gaining spell power. How is it gaining spell power? How in the world am I gaining spell power in that? This is giving spell power to it. Hold on. How's that giving spell power to it? Buff your spells, generate 2% more mana per minion. Interesting. So somehow that's doing them. Well, guess what we get now? Again, another way to make your runs fantastic. Mastery spells. So mastery spells are powerful spells that will augment your entire build. And they get put down automatically down into the below. So I've got 3 different ones. These open up as you progress. Think of them as the meta progression that happens with it. So the more you beat things, the more of these you get. In this particular case, I can do, for each unique trait you have active, gain 100 health. Also note, the awakenings below, I will get a choice of the awakening later. And I can re-roll this as well if I didn't want it. For each unique trait you have active, gain 100 health. Kind of like that. While on low life, gain 10 health regeneration. While not on low life, deal 15% more damage. Do kind of like that. And you know what? We're doing it. Let's do Blood Rush. Let's do Blood Rush. That sounds good. And Blood Rush will grant all attack spells 2 spell power for each charge you have. So I'm going to put this in the front. We're going to do some Bloodlust with it. We now get another Resonance Award. So once the Resonance builds up and you have a certain amount of Resonance, which you see... Where was it? It's over here somewhere. And it's It's another currency, another resonance. It's in here. Just know that every now and then we get a resonance award. And the resonance award, oh, there it is, up in the top. Notice I have 600 or 1300. I now can add even more to my build. So I could duplicate a spell. I could gain 8 health regeneration, which is nice. I could also skip this and build up more resonance, so it goes faster with it. Note up here, this shows you the resonance for them. I kind of need to make another one of these and make room. You know what? No. Let's skip. Let's get an even better award next time. We're skipping it. So, let's keep on going with our experience. So we're going to do some experience here. We have another Twilight. A new Twilight's coming in. Dark Gambit. Yes, they mean Gambit. Gambit throwing the cards. That's amazing. Launch a deck of cards at 2 enemies. Done! Give me that. That is mine. Alright, so the deck of cards you launch at 2 enemies. I am going to put that... Let's take out this, because this does not have Twilight. Let's put it in before I bamf. So before I bamf, I'm going to do that. And it's going to throw the deck of cards at everyone. Oh, I like this. I like this. This is nice. This is nice. So we're going to refresh it. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. So now, notice that it only went to its iron. I gotta get 2 irons to get this sucker updated. So again, typical auto battler. Let's go. Alright, let's watch. Let's watch. It's gonna throw the cards. Bam! Go cards. That's interesting. This is, as it's refilling, it is actually giving this spell power. Why is that giving that spell power? Passive, your buffs generate. Summon an enchanted staff. That is so weird. I don't know why that's giving a spell power. I'm not going to complain because overbuild. Go for it. We're still going to go for experience. I'm trying to get that higher. There we go. Now I got something coming in. Here is another shapeshifter. Shapeshift into a minotaur. Oh, now this is important. Look on here. It says while shifted, buff spells to the right gain 60 spell power. Ooh. But can no longer deal damage. Ooh, that's not good. I don't like that, though. Ooh, I don't like that. We're not doing that one. That one's not that good. We're not doing that. So we are going to upgrade this spell. And then we're going to come in here. And did we get anything else new? I don't think we did. Nothing else new. Nope. Nope. Then off we go. Go. Get it. So we're going to run on in. Kill them all. So far, I'm holding. I'm only getting, my damage is only... My damage is high on the right. But I'm holding health. My health is actually holding up there. We're on level 8 of 25. That's not too bad. We're pretty good here. We're pretty good. We're at half health. Okay. Alright. We can get through this. We can get through this. Now, if you notice down in the bottom left hand by my health, you'll see this little 5. You have 5 chances. You can get killed. You'll get automatically revived. 5 chances to get on through. And we get another item. What do we got? Gain 2 attack damage for 6 seconds whenever you cast a refill spell. Ooh, I do have that. Also, it gives me a gem of a refill 1. We've got gems of basic attacks. Grant this spell 1 mana. I do like that. Your spells generate 20% more mana from sources that are not your mana orb. That's the thing that goes through, that touches them. I don't have too much that does that. Martial spells fire 1 additional projectile. I don't think I have any, correct? I have no martial spells, so the middle one's not going to do me any good. I could re-roll everything. You know what, let's do it. Let's do a re-roll real quick. 25% attack speed. Like that because that actually negates the one problem that I had. Gain 30 shield after every 5 attack. For every 10 spell power this spell has, gain 1 attack damage and increase it. You know what? We're doing it. We're doing the Battle Mage Spectre. And that keeps on buffing the other spells. So I'm going to put this on here for now. And we're going to do these. You know what, folks? We'll call it right here. Tell me what you think about this game. I want to finish a full run, at least through 25 with y'all. It takes a little bit to get through, but Lord, these are some fun runs. Tell me down in the comments, what is the craziest thing I built in this build? If you like this video, please hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're on our way to 100 subscribers, so come on, let's get it up there. It is free, it takes 2 seconds. But for now, folks, it is game over.